Some of my tattoos do have meaning, absolutely, but some of them are purely because I like that artist and I want them on me forever.
I knew I didn't want something that everybody else had got. It was like the 90s, so it was all tribals and Trump stamps.
My favourite tattoo would be one that my son did for me, which is his own name. He tattooed it when, how old are you? 8? 9? 9. Do you want to see it?
I've actually got one on my leg that I got. So when I very first started tattooing, I did do it in a conservatory at home. And I had one drunken night, not drunk, but drunk. I actually got my mum to tattoo me. Where is it? There it is, Mum, on my leg. As much as it hurts and as much as it is awful, I love it because she did it.
It's never been done before. It's not like you just walk into a studio and just go, I'll have sheet 10, number 3, and there you go. It's got to be unique, or there's no point doing it. Because it's becoming relatively mainstream. You've got to ask yourself honestly, why did you get a tattoo? Because you want to be different.
A lot of it is quite dark and occultic, just because it's always been something that's interests me, you know, alternative history, alternative religions.
It's for my dad. It was done by my dad's brother in arms, who is now a tattooist. He suffers from PTSD, so the tattoo is for him. It's for all the soldiers that don't come home.
I meet so many people and they've all made such an impact on my life, so I decided to get a mirror.
It's my tattoos to like remember me saving his life, then, you know, the bad part about it, because he is okay now.
I'm going for a very religious theme.
I have one on my ribs that says love is love. I got that with my partner, well, ex-partner. But
got this one, we used to go to Norway with my parents when I was younger. It kind of like depicts Norway. I designed it myself.
It didn't get infected and I'm not dead, so I'm going to count that as a success.
The one on my right wrist is the initials of my best friend that passed away last year from a car crash, and he died on impact.
I had a bit of a rebellious youth, and I am quite a big supporter of Manchester City FC.
To represent me and my sister. So 10 years ago my sister passed away to an overdose. She was only 14. It was accidental, and I knew that when I was 21, which was last week, I wanted a tattoo to represent me and her.
My dad was in the Navy, so I got a traditional ship tattoo.
This means, everyone thinks it's Greek. It's not Greek, it's just weird symbols, which stands for I am greater than highs and lows, which is just like a life thing, just to remember to keep moving forward and just keep pushing harder and everything like that.
To cover up some scars that I had from, you know, I've had a long history of mental health issues, and it's just to sort of signify an end to that.
A lot more illustrators, a lot more artists have now become tattooers, so a lot of people have taken it more serious. There's so, well, I say like my wife, for instance, she's a painter originally, and now she's tattooing, and people are travelling just to come and get tattooed off her, just because she just does amazing work basically. And there's so many more. I myself I can't paint. I can tattoo, but I can't paint. We opened originally Black Market. When did we open? So 2015. Me and Derek, my downstairs business partner, who actually was my old mentor. He just basically gave me an opportunity to say, like, do you want to open a shop in Leicester? So I was like, yeah, definite. I had nothing stopping me. I had no mortgage, no kids. So I was like, yeah, do it. So we originally opened up a shop in St Martin's Square, which is literally around the corner. And we've just progressed, and how we've got this place where we are now, I do not know how we did it.
I wanted something that meant something to me, and there were so many beautiful colours out there, and you know, I'd got a really good idea this time of what I wanted.
She'd drawn up just this little heart for some girl's wrist, and I was like, put it on my face. So we did. A face tattoo should absolutely be something that you think about, but because I'm in the industry, I'm really happy in this job, I'm in a safe place where I can get facial tattoos and it not be so frowned upon.
I decided to get something that would represent the children, basically, my children. I've got my daughter and 2 boys. Rather than have their names and birth dates, just show them kind of how I see them as colourful people. So I chose animals. Georgia is a nice blue and pink butterfly on my shoulder. She always had blue and pink hair for years, which I loved. And then the boys are 2 birds, and they look lovely and on branches, and I've got bees and beetles and blossoms. That was the reason why I went for it.
So you tattooed that when he was 9. He went really deep, but it's my favourite because he did it. He was terrified doing it.
We sometimes get drunk people in, happens on a Saturday, happens a lot when the football is on. We had 3 guys turn up the other day that wanted matching bro tats, they wanted the Guinness harp on them. The only problem was they were literally like doing the leans, they were swaying, they were very, very drunk, and we will not tattoo you if you have alcohol in your system.
The most standout tattoo I've ever done was a tattoo of Yolandi of Diane Wood, giving a very messy blowjob. Very messy.
I think the more you get, the less you care about it meaning stuff, and the more you want to feel decorated and feel more like you're expressing yourself and what you love and what you like outwardly.